kid's teeth off a cat's tail.
Can I talk to you for a second upstairs?
Sure. Ooh, upstairs.
This will just take a minute.
Ooh, a quickie. After you have kids, all you get are quickies. Foreplay is putting out your cigarette and moving your underwear off to the side.
What the hell is she doing here?
It's my mother, and it's her house.
Christina.
I invited her.
Well, she's the enemy now. Get her out of here and use the back door in case Carl drives by.
She's at my wedding, and she's my friend.
Hey, I like her too. She got my partner, my best friend, so she's dead to us. Like that Italian restaurant that started charging for garlic bread.
I'm not gonna stop hanging out with Christina because she broke up with Carl before the big game.
This isn't about Carl, it's about me. He doesn't keep his unhappiness to himself. He spreads it around like headlights.
What are you doing?
After you give Christina the heave-ho, I thought you and I could have baby sex.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not giving Christina the heave-ho.
So is that a no on the baby sex?
I didn't say that. But no kissing, I'm mad at you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, time to tune in on the fuck, nigga.
For the Raiders.
It's that most wonderful time of the
about
year,
to make it
the
to another
NFL
bowl.
playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
You said something, cuz?
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'm not going to even play with a nigga.
Gain of 27.
First down, Kansas City.
You win a game?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Be money, right? Oh, that was bullshit, man. That shit was horrible.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Chiefs.
I see Sean 12-4 with the Bengals.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tamika husband, bro. Turn around. Cut that shit. He always asks me that. I keep telling you that every time you ask me that.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
He's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
they
come back to their whole pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead or try to keep us ahead. This is our chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
The tackle made.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They've got another 1st down. The passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Frank, 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Overthrew him, bro.
Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Carlson on
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Rhodes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Rhodes, 63 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
The 26-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Kansas City touchdown.
Complete.
Nicole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 31-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Here's Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Carr going to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
This defense is
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Here's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The 8-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Jacobs, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th and goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot, because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Kelsey. incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second down and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nah, he up by 3. He got the ball, though.
Now Carr. To the right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Like, my defense is trash, bro.
Before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, I can't get no pressure with these
yards,
niggas.
29 officially. Running is Jacobs. They get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 21. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Jacobs. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Man, just do whatever he wants, bro.
On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Oh, I gave that up. Oh, I can't believe I gave that up.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does
would have been
is
a good stop.
Let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means
But it would have been something he would have lost yards.
You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Some plays he in, some plays he not. Like, I don't understand this shit.
And
like,
if they can continue to
shit
do
be making no
that,
sense.
maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run. It's Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle.
Yep. I lost this one.
He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play
perfect
brings
read,
everyone
perfect
to their feet
goal.
in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
This defense tough.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Kansas City.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just
missed him.
One out of bounds, out of everyone's reach.
Missed him.
Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And 10. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed.
How is he already in onside kick formation?
Play for us to watch.
Team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I hate that you can't.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
I thought because he was already in a team, bro.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there.
They said that he was already in the kickoff. I didn't know that.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Jacobs now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get
I can't
3
get no
as the
pressure with
drive
Chris Jones,
continues.
like
It's a
nothing.
first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Carr. It's complete left side and Aguilar. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down.
Which really wasn't even
Goes
supposed to
for
be an
16
incompletion.
and a Raider first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
2nd and 10. At the 15.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
I shouldn't have.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. But this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC 1st down.
Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Go to the 2-minute warning so I can set my play out.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. Pressure. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is tackled inside the 49.
Everybody I played dotted my defense.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Their coaching staff.
Local sample ballots and more.